Hi everyone, it's Tiffany here for my week 2 video. Last time I talked to you guys, I was expecting a shipment from 123 Stitch and ABC Stitch, and I got those, and if you saw my Instagram, then you saw my little picture of everything that I got. And I just wanted to show you like closer the twin pointed needles that I was so excited about. They're awesome. But if you look, you've got 2 points, and you can't, you can sort of see it here. The eye of the needle is in the middle, and they tell you to be very careful, hold your needle close to the middle, but not in the middle, and I know exactly why, because I could feel it bend whenever I was stitching sometimes, but it went really fast. I pulled it out, and unfortunately, the project that I started using them with was Kingdom Hearts, and it would have been useful if I had a large block of color, but I didn't. And trying to do little spots of maybe 1 or 2 stitches of color here and there with a double pointed needle was more cumbersome than I wanted. So I went back to the single point regular needle and did it that way. Now I'm going to show you Kingdom Hearts, but I didn't really make a whole lot of, well, I didn't make a whole lot of visible progress. Like I said, it is terrible with confetti. But I've made some more progress filling in. This is more of the area where it's actually apparent, and here in his bill, that I actually did something to it. But I got to the point where I was just so tired of the confetti that you can see I started a whole other page. Well, no, it's the same page as this up here, but that I went to a whole other page just so I could have a solid block of color, where I wasn't, this is like 5 different types of gray all right here, and I hate it. It takes a long time, and that's why I take pictures every night I work on it, so that I don't get super depressed about it, because honestly, it's awful. Next bit of update news, I got my linen from European Cross Stitch, and it's a little different than the 32 count that I'm using for Cassiopeia. It is a soft linen. I think it's the 32 count Belfast. So it is not as stiff as the Wishelt, which has been an adjustment. This is my first soft linen. Like I said, I did stitch like 120 stitches, continental 10 stitch on a 25 count Lagana for the freebie head that I was working on there for a while. And that was difficult. I think it was because I hadn't ever done linen before, and it was really clunky and awkward for me. But the Belfast, I like the Belfast. I like it a lot, and I love that whenever I opened it, it already had I can't think of the word, the edging. It was serged. There we go. It was serged along the edges, and I loved that. That was amazing. Because I tend to not mess with the edges of my fabric, and they fray. But I tend to not really worry about it, especially if I'm gonna frame it. it just, it's not something that's ever concerned me really, and I think it should, I guess. I do want my products to last. So I don't know, I bought a bottle of Frey Check the other day, and I just haven't even opened it yet, so we'll see. But I started my chatelaine today. So happy about it, like honestly. While I was working on it, and I know I had the same thought whenever I was working on Cassiopeia, it's just like, this is like the proudest stitching moment I've ever had. Which, like I said, I had the same thing with Cassiopeia, so I think it's just, you know, ooh, it's new and exciting. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. Also, I had a 50% off coupon from Michaels, so I bought a floor stand. I bought the Stitcher's Wonder floor stand scroll frame. I'm not really happy with it. I like the floor stand. The scroll frame, let me show you. As I clunk around with my stuff. Okay, so I have another scroll frame. It's smaller, and it's got a project on it that I started years ago. But I don't remember having this problem with that one, and it might just be that I had to roll up the sides a little bit, because my linen is 27 inches, my scroll frame is 24, so that might be why I'm having this trouble. I have to hold the fabric to keep it taut while I work on it. As you can see, it's very poochy. It's very loose. Not a big fan of that. But like I said, I don't know if it's because I had to fold the fabric over for it to fit. But this is what I currently it's what I currently have of Hawaiian mandala. And this lighting isn't doing it justice at all. Oh, you can sort of see the sparkle. There we go, I guess that's better. Yeah, that's the best I can be able to do. But yeah, that's where I am right now. This one little piece of white right there in the middle is my marking the center. Because it's a black piece of fabric. I heard that pencils and linen don't mix, and I don't like the idea of using a marker on something that I'm not going to wash. I'm not going to wash this. So I wash my hands every time I walk away, every time I eat something, which is not something that I generally do, which is very bad, I know. But every time I walk away from this and I come back, I wash my hands. Because this is not going to get washed. It's already a little dirty. The scroll frame had some rough wood. Sorry, my cat was getting into stuff. The scroll frame had some rough wood edge to it on the inside where I put the fabric. So it's already a little dirty. I did try and make sure that it was on the outside and on the outer edges where it got dirty. So hopefully it's not a problem later. But yeah, I think that's some pretty awesome progress for, let's see, I got home at around 3:30, stitched until about 4:35, made dinner, came back to it at around 7:38, and it's like midnight now. So yeah, I've made some pretty decent progress for first day, and this is gonna be my third rotation. Like I said before, I'm gonna have 4 projects, so I'm going to rotate. First is Cassiopeia, second is Kingdom Hearts, third is going to be the Chatelaine, and then the fourth is going to be the Toss the Dice pattern for my boyfriend. So, hopefully, Cassiopeia is like currently my favorite, so she's first by default, because she's also what I was working on when I started the rotation. Kingdom Hearts is second because I need to get it done, and I figure sandwiching it between 2 things that are new and exciting will help me finish it. And honestly, the Toss the Dice one I'm a little less concerned with, and it's also basically a heaven and earth design, so I'm, not terribly concerned, but that's where I am right now. Every time I do this, like, I've got another shipment coming in, but I have a shipment coming from 123 Stitch, technically 2 coming from 123 Stitch. One is some back order, I think they're MPI silks for the Chatelaine. I think there's only like 2 or 3 of them. The second one, I have a problem, honestly. The second one is the Samsara Designs Mystery Halloween Sampler that I had to have. Took me a couple of days dithering about it. I'm like that. I try and talk myself out of every non-essential purchase. I'm one of those people that you see wandering around in the stores talking, muttering to themselves because I'm trying to figure out whether I actually want to purchase what I have. Really saves me on the buyer's remorse, but I bet it annoys the people around me. My boyfriend finds it absolutely entertaining that I will sit there and argue with myself about whether or not I want to make a $15 purchase. But like I said, it keeps me from the buyer's remorse. So yeah, that's coming in tomorrow. So yeah, another project. I might swap it out for, well, do like a rotation in a rotation kind of thing, I don't know. It might be just like a work project, because from what I can tell, it's fairly small. I don't know. It's probably bigger than I think it is. But yeah, that's I think that's all I got. Oh, and I did want to say, I was so surprised. The day or 2 after I put up my video, I have like 9 subscribers. That's amazing, and I'm sad that I can't see who they all are. Privacy settings, I guess. But I mean, if you let me know that you subscribe to me, I will subscribe to you. I feel that that's at least polite, and I mean, you guys have some pretty awesome videos too, so thank you all so much for the nice comments and the subscribing and watching. I think it's it's really weird. I didn't expect anything like that, honestly. I don't know. I mean, you see all the time, this is a great community, and there are new cross-stitch videos every day, but I don't know. I guess I just figured I'd be lost in the shuffle. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.